Outside the glass door, Sunbeam trotted along a path of clear shining stones that led away from the castle and toward a thick pine forest. For a moment Cressida turned and looked behind her at Sparrow Palace. She knew right then how it had gotten its name. The princess's home was shaped like a giant white glittering unicorn horn, and spiraled up towards the sky. "Wow," Cressida whispered. As soon as they were out of sight of the palace, Sunbeam ran faster and reared up, laughing as she jumped and played. "Whoa," Cressida yelled, wrapping her arms around Sunbeam's neck. But she couldn't help giggling as Sunbeam danced in circles. "Don't let Flash get to you," Sunbeam said. "She's way too serious. There's plenty of time to have fun today, even while we are searching for my yellow sapphire." The princess sped up and leaped over a pine tree that had fallen across the path. "I'm just excited to be out of the hot, stuffy palace with that silly harp music and those smelly candles." Sunbeam whined as she jumped over several more fallen trees. Then she began to gallop, and for several minutes Sunbeam raced along a narrow, winding forest path. Finally she slowed down. "We are almost to the Glitter Canyon," she announced. Sure enough, the forest was getting shinier and thinner, with fewer and fewer trees. "Close your eyes," Sunbeam called out. "I can't wait for you to see the canyon. You're going to love it." Cressida shut her eyes. She felt Sunbeam sped up, and she tightened her grip on the unicorn's mane. Suddenly the air felt much cooler, as though Sunbeam had just walked into a refrigerator. Cressida shivered. "Okay, now you can look," Sunbeam called out, her voice high with excitement. Cressida opened her eyes and sucked in her breath. She and Sunbeam stood on the edge of a beautiful purple canyon. At the top of the towers of gigantic plum-colored rocks, patches of lavender grass, fields of violets and pebbles that looked like silvery grapes. Down at the bottom of the canyon were clusters of cacti and in every shade of purple Cressida could ever imagine, and sand that looked just like the purple glitter she used in art class at school. Cressida had never seen so much purple in her life. "Welcome to the Glitter Canyon," Sunbeam sang. "It's my very own part of the Rainbow Realm." Sunbeam knelt down, and Cressida slid off her back. "This is incredible," Cressida said. "It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen." "It's even more beautiful when the sun is in the sky," Sunbeam said, sighing. "Even it's much warmer. You'll be amazed by now how gorgeous it looks once you find my yellow sapphire, and I can make the sun come out." That's when Cressida noticed there was something strange about the light in the canyon. The purple sand didn't shine, even though it looked like glitter. The cacti didn't have any shadows, and the light seemed dim, as though it were a cloudy day, even though the sky was completely clear. Cressida looked up in the sky. The sun was missing. No wonder it was cold. Cressida shivered and rubbed her hands, her arms. She wished she had brought her winter coat. Just then Sunbeam ran forward, danced in a circle, and said, "Come on, let's go down the bottom of the canyon. We can start looking for yellow sapphire there." Cressida and Sunbeam walked together along a path that led to the bottom of the canyon. Lizards, turtles, and frogs the color of grape jelly climbed and hopped in the towers of rocks, and light purple parakeets perched in the bunches of silvery purple trees. As they hiked, Cressida felt a sudden burst of heat. and then something small and red stumbled across the path and disappeared behind a rock. At first, Cressida thought it was a chipmunk, but when she crossed the path again, this time closer to Cressida and Sunbeam, Cressida could see it just looked like a red and orange candle flame with flailing arms, legs, and tails. Yikes, Cressida called out. What is that? Oh, that's a flame bite, Sunbeam said. Just make sure it doesn't touch you, and make sure you don't drop any wrangleberry seeds in the ground. Flame bites love wrangleberry seeds so much they will follow you around for days hoping you feed them. The flame bite darted behind a bush with plum-colored leaves, and then it stamped out right in front of Cressida and Sunbeam. It shrieked and scurried in circles, so its arms, legs, and tail danced in every direction. Cressida jumped backward. She shielded her eyes from the flame bite's bright light. Beads of sweat formed on her forehead from the flame bite's heat. Shoo, Sunbeam said, go away. The flame bite screeched and ran away. They are not dangerous, but they sure are annoying, Sunbeam said. At least they go away as soon as you tell them to. As soon as the flame bite left, the cold returned. Cressida shivered and hopped on the back of hoped the bottom of the canyon would be warmer.